Sure.
What's going on, man? What's going on?
Not much, man. We got to do it by ourselves today, man.
Yeah.
It's all good, man. Hey, everybody, welcome back to the podcast. What if? What possibility begins? It's your boy CJ, man.
Man, it's your boy Tribe. We in here today.
Yeah, man. It's just old two-piece today, man.
Yeah.
Man, Dick Jarvis had his homecoming. What's that? BCU, Bethune-Cookman University.
Yeah.
Shout out,
like
old hell Wildcats is what he says. No shade, you know what I mean. It's not my HBCU, but it's an HBCU nevertheless.
Yeah.
Go Tigers, you know what I'm saying. SSU bound, but big shout outs and traveling mercies to my boy. We're definitely gonna miss his opinions and insights today, but I trust us to power through and make it happen. Put something beneficial on tape.
Yeah.
Good outcomes, man. Right?
Yeah.
Just keep on helping the general public.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I think for this week, man, I think we came to the decision, man, it's just going to kind of be like barbershop talk, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Wherever the conversation goes, no certain topic, man, just conversation, man.
Yeah.
And I know you had a week, you know what I mean? You know I had a week.
Yeah.
I like the conference calls, man, you know.
Yeah.
You know, we have a conference call every day as a group at 4:30. And just I guess for synchronization purposes, right? Just to make sure we're all on the same page. Always encouraging each other. You know, we do the devotion.
Yeah.
You come through with the joke of the day. Keep the humor light. You know what I mean? You're supposed to be doing a word of the day too.
Yeah, I got it all, man.
Okay. We're gonna have to get you back on that, man. But we're productive meetings. But if anything, they keep us in touch with what's going on with each other day to day.
Right.
Help sharpen up the prayer focuses, all that good stuff, man. I try to reach out and talk to everybody in my inner circle.
Yeah.
You know,
the sacred circle.
Yeah, that sacred circle. I like that. I put some good conversation on everybody in that sacred circle. You know what I'm saying? Every week, multiple times throughout the week, I try to put as much conversation on their head as possible.
Right.
Man, the week, Trav.
It was a long week, bro.
What happened with you this week, man?
Man, it was a crazy week at the school, man. There's a lot of different stuff going on. Man, just the stuff that I see on a daily basis, man, with the students. It's just, man, I don't know, man. It's sad, man. It's heartbreaking sometimes. You know what I'm saying? It just make you want to take the kids home with you and take care of them sometimes.
Yeah.
But I can't really go too deep because of laws, you know.
Right, I understand that.
Laws,
we gotta keep you in the free world.
Of course. But man, it's just, man, we just had a student, man, that he needed a lot of help, and he definitely not getting it from home. Came to the realization when found out that they wasn't really eating at home. So kind of took it upon myself to stop by the grocery store one afternoon on the way home and pick up a few, like snacks, and try to keep it as healthy as possible.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But kid friendly though.
Yeah, kid friendly, of course. Yeah. So I grabbed a few things, and it's funny because been reading a few different books. One of the books I read in the last month was about filling not only your bucket.
Right. I'll read that right now.
Yeah.
I said you gave me some fire with that one.
Yeah. That was a real good book, man. And it was basically about, filling other people's bucket, but also filling your own as well.
Yeah.
And that just comes from doing different things, just within you for other people. Basically, just being that helping hand with like serving others, basically.
Right.
So I had a previous conversation with my principal, and she mentioned that her little go-to snack or whatever, what she liked the most was sherbet, orange sherbet.
Orange sherbet.
So
She don't like rainbow sherbet?
She didn't say the rainbow sherbet. She said the orange sherbet was her favorite.
Hey, well, that rainbow sherbet hit.
Oh yeah.
Hey, what's my favorite ice cream?
Neapolitan.
Neapolitan, boy. Hey, boy, Neapolitan me down, baby. You hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. But yeah, man, she mentioned that her favorite snack or treat, whatever you want to call it, was orange sherbet. So while I'm in the store picking up, little snacks for my student, uh, I say, man, you know what? I'm gonna do something good. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna pick up some orange sherbet.
Yeah.
Take it to the school, put it on the desk in the morning. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just for the principal. Not looking for no recognition or anything. Just because it's a thought I have, positive thought, and I wanted to do it.
You fill up her bucket.
Not only did I fill up hers, I filled up mine too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That made you feel good as far as yourself.
Yeah.
First of all, to have a genuine loving thought, and then to even act on it.
Right. Yeah, man. Even if people you doing for, they may not feel the same about you as you feel about them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That shouldn't stop you from just, what I'm saying, doing something to just put a smile on somebody else's face. You know what I'm saying? So with all of that happened, that was kind of a positive in the middle of all the negative, that was going on. And
right.
Like I say, went to the school the next day with all the little snacks and stuff for my student, man. And that same day, he came to school that morning with his parents, and they withdrew him from school.
How that made you feel, Trav?
Man, it's like I say, man, it's just sad because he need a lot of help.
Mm-hmm.
Like not even academically, you know what I'm saying, just mentally
and emotionally.
You know what I'm saying? Not getting that. It's crazy just seeing how not getting that at home affects a child in a different environment. And especially when you have parents that's not really trying to help, man, it's just a sad sight. So yeah, man, the week for me was kind of tough. Like I say, man, kids. I know a lot of people say, man, I don't know how you do it all day. And, you know what I'm saying? But you do really have to have a passion.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Work teaching is not no job you gonna do. Never mind. I was gonna say it's not a job you gonna do just for a job. You know what I'm saying?
For a check.
Yeah, just for a check. You know what I'm saying? You have to genuinely like, you know what I'm saying, like dealing with children. Like the biggest thing is you have to be patient.
Yeah.
If you don't have patience, that ain't the field for you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But just being around kids
I probably won't be able to be a teacher.
Nah. Be a guest reader, come in the classroom, read
I can help out. So. Yeah. Come on down, parent day or something.
Career day or something.
Yeah, career day. Yeah.
Right, real quick. But yeah, nah, man. But I love it, man. And it's just you build a connection with kids, man, and it's really a wonderful connection, man. And when you lose them to stuff that's beyond their control,
right, and yours,
and mine,
yeah,
man, it hurts sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, that was pretty much my week.
So I know some jobs where you dealing with constant hurt, constant loss, or you dealing with constant negativity makes it hard for the individual to deal with.
Right.
For yourself,
right.
I mean, how do you press through stuff like that? How do you keep the thoughts in proper perspective? Is it or not only how, but is it difficult for you? Is that one of your challenges that you deal with? You practice mindfulness, you practice being aware.
That's really where I was gonna go.
So when you're aware of something like that, can you help us understand just the intensity of the thought, and then how do you work through that?
Well, yeah, man. Like I was gonna say, no, it's not easy. You know what I'm saying? But like you say, it all goes back to being mindful and being aware. Like you say, dealing with negativity, man, that's especially when it's coming from another person.
Mm-hmm.
That's a tough one, because like you said, some of our reactions are just already there. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? When this happened, this is gonna be our reaction. So the hard part is, you know what I'm saying, being able to be like, hey, listen, yeah, this is happening, but we ain't about to do this right now.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? Even though you used to doing it like this, we about to make a change. You know what I'm saying? Do it always work like that? No.
No.
You know, but 2 out of 3.
2 out of 3. So you win more than you lose.
You win more than you lose.
Huh?
Yeah. Not perfect yet, but
yeah, Craig Daddy was right.
Yeah.
Like you win some.
You win some, you lose some.
yeah, but you live to fight another day.
That's what I call it.
All right, Willie Jones.
Don't get them tomorrow.
Yeah. That's what's up, man. Okay, so your perspective is you deal with it as best you can. Right. You deal with it in that moment.
Right.
And even though you may not be successful in every individual moment, I'm almost positive that you don't quit on it.
Right.
Because the thought doesn't quit.
Right.
So you're just as persistent as the thought is. And that's one thing, man, as far as being mindful, it's not like the thought is a one-time occurrence. Right. Thought, like you have constant stream of thought, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you can't just be consistent on one occasion. And for, I played football all the way up through college, maybe 15 years of life.
Yeah.
And one thing that I really enjoy about the game of football is imposing your will on another man for 60 minutes, right? Or 48 minutes, or however long the quarters may have been at various points in life.
Right.
But knowing that at a certain point, one of y'all had to give. And usually that point is about halfway through the third quarter, right?
Yeah.
Halfway through the third quarter. Well, first and foremost, you know who Big Daddy is at the beginning of the game, right?
Yeah.
Like it's understood, you know what I mean? And the other person may keep working and they may keep fighting at it, but it's understood at the beginning of the game who the superior athlete is.
Right.
But that's not necessarily who's going to win the match, right? The superior athlete does not always win the match. But like I said, man, it's usually halfway through the third quarter after halftime, and that's where your true integrity comes out at in a football game. About halfway through the third.
Yeah, breaking point.
That's where that breaking point is. And the beauty of the game is who can keep hitting play after play after play, right? After jam fingers and hurt hips and twisted knees. Who can keep hitting? Who can keep getting up out of breath the whole nine, right?
Yep.
You make a tackle, your head is ringing out of this world. You know what I mean? You trying to walk it off, and before you know it, you back up at the line.
Yeah.
And it's just something that has to keep on clicking over and over and over. And the thoughts are the same way, right? They are persistent. And then you have to, in turn, be equally persistent, right? And like you said, you probably don't win every single battle. There are times that your mind wanders off and times that you actually even get caught up in the thought, right? You get caught up in the emotion. And then at a certain point, you realize that you are in that inside the thought, inside the emotion.
Yeah.
Right? That's where your awareness kicks back in, and then boom, you bring it back to perspective.
Mm-hmm.
And it's that constant back and forth and back and forth. But brother, that's living.
Yeah.
That's when you truly living. Like when you truly dealing with it yourself, and it's not dealing with you.
Right.
Like it's not taking you on all these different roller coasters, and not that you own the roller coaster, but you don't get off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't ever get off. You just up and down, left and right. Wherever it take you, you just twisting and turning the whole time. Right?
Okay.
I spend time on the roller coaster. You know, there's times that it carries me away, but I get off plenty times.
Oh, yeah.
Right? And thoughts are strong, man. I've actually come to have a great appreciation for them. Like, thoughts and emotions are no joke. You know what I mean? That's probably why they have the power to create things.
Yeah.
You know, like this table that we're leaning on was a thought at one point, but they just so powerful. Look what happened.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? They are strong and stored emotions. Just the intensity of them, man. They're productive. They have the power to really make something shake. And like I said, man, it's times where emotion gets so great, just that overwhelming feeling of you have to appreciate, like, goodness gracious.
Yeah.
Like, I can't see it. It's like air, but my goodness. You know, it's strong. It's strong, man. Yeah, I think he did some high quality things this week, man.
Yeah.
I'm reading that book that you mentioned, man. And I'm not sure what it is. It's something about a bucket.
Yeah.
Filling the
How
bucket.
full is your bucket?
How full is your
I
bucket?
think
That's
right.
exactly what it is, man. But I hit somebody with one of the lines in the book today.
Yeah.
I said, man, you know, people been saying some real good stuff behind your back, man. And the thing is, Bus still took offense to it. He was like, what they been saying? Right? Because the behind your back part is all he really.
Right.
I said, Bus, some good things. He was like, oh, good things. Oh, what they saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But just filling his bucket, you know what I'm saying? Hey, and I tell you what, one thing I noticed, his chest poked out a little higher. He was like, yeah, I did do that. I did do that. I was like, yeah, boy. Hey, that's word on the street, boy. You doing your thing. But just pouring into other people's life, man. It's like investments. That's what you did when you went inside the store. You made 2 investments.
Yeah.
2 small investments in eternity. You know what I mean? You don't know what you did for them people. Yeah. And even though you didn't get to get a stats to little man, you still made an investment.
Yeah.
Right? The investment was still the thought. I know it's a cliche that it's the thought that counts, but it's not, right? You actually took action on the thought, right? Now, it didn't play out perfectly how you probably envisioned, but you took action on the thought. It's not the thought that counts, you know what I mean? Right? It's the action and the intent and all that goes into it. Right, it's what you do with it. But, yeah, man, so you had a challenging week, and, boy, I had a challenging week too, man. I tell you, like, I had a challenging week, man. I got a new boss, man.
Yeah.
I got a new boss, man. And, boss man came in with, he came in with a vengeance. And, I try to be real careful with my words. You know, I say, I do hit you with a lot of ums and maybe a lot of pauses. But I want to be real particular, man, because words are just as powerful as thoughts, man.
Right. And look, I
got you. Go ahead.
But I do that a lot, man.
Yeah.
Like when somebody say something to me, or a lot of times when somebody asks me something, I may not answer it right away.
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna think about what you said.
Right.
I give you an answer.
Exactly.
And my wife, that just makes her skin ball. You know what I'm saying? Because I guess, I don't know, but I always been like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's just me. I have to hear what somebody said. I got to process it and then think about it so I can make sure I give you the best and accurate answer I can give you. And
I don't want to give you no conditional response.
Right.
Something I ain't even really think about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? With the studying and all that we do, man, I really come to realize how powerful words are.
Yeah.
So I don't want to just be speaking all, you know what I mean, saying stuff that I really don't mean. But my man has a different way of talking.
Yeah.
Right? He has a very authoritative way of talking. It's not, can you do this, or I need you to do this. It's, hey, do this.
Yeah.
Like no, or it might be like, get over here and do this.
Yeah.
Now, you know, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, like he talk like that, right? And you know, I guess he been there like maybe 3 weeks to a month, and we haven't had many verbal interactions, but we've had a lot of interactions through email, right? And a lot of times in the emails, my man will tell me stuff like, if you can't get it done, I come in there and do it myself. You know what I mean? You know, I wake up at 12 o'clock in the morning to go to work.
Right.
12:55 at latest. When we start at 4:15, I have the luxury of waking up at 12:55.
Yeah.
Right? But I get to work early. And I'm powering through the whole time.
Yeah.
So after maybe 5 of those emails, I politely responded that, sir, this is your building, and you actually have the right to come here anytime you desire without forewarning. Therefore, do not need to be continually reminded of your ability to come into your building.
Right.
You know what I mean? And he ain't like that. He took exception to that, right?
Yeah.
And in later interactions, he chose to talk to me even more forcefully than he does in the emails, right? Or yeah, in the emails, and I resisted.
Right.
I resisted, but I was non-resistant because I didn't say anything.
Right.
I didn't acknowledge that I was being spoken to.
Yeah. You
Right?
were aware though.
Yeah, I was definitely aware.
Yeah.
And on the inside, I was getting a little heated.
Yeah.
But I acknowledged that too, which is why I definitely didn't say anything. But yeah, you from his perspective, I may have been resistant. From my perspective, I was non-resistant.
Right.
Right? Because
how you set up.
right, like you came at me with that kind of energy. I didn't want to respond to that kind of energy. Therefore, I said nothing.
Yeah.
Right? And then that further infuriated him because he felt that I was being insubordinate or being disrespectful by not answering him. Right? But I tell you, Trial, in my heart of heart, bro, and to this day, he might say, that he was talking to me and I didn't respond, but I feel like he wasn't talking to me.
Right.
Like I still genuinely feel like there's no way that you could be talking to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I hear you talking, I do, and I acknowledge that you're talking. I even give you eye contact.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? Like I even look in your eyes and just be like, just stone quiet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then he looking at me like
something wrong with you.
like he's stuck. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
I'm just quiet. He like, do you understand? I said, no, sir. He said, what don't you understand? I don't understand who you talking to. What? You know what I mean? He fired up now. He really gonna win now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he going doing all this and third, but man, it blew up into something even bigger, right?
Right.
It blew up into a meeting with my division manager, HR. It blew up into him trying to put me on all these disciplinary actions and all this, that, and the third.
Right.
And tried through it all, through the meeting with HR. And I was being told things like, about how he don't like me and stuff like that. And I kept it kosher the whole time.
Yeah.
Even in those meetings, I said not one word.